It took 255 days to build a six-figure video production company this year in 2019. Well, I guess it's 2020 now. Happy New Year! But there are a lot of people to thank and a lot of people who helped out. So in this video, we're giving away a drone and we're going to buy a GH5 for one of my buddies who helped me get there. You might know him, so stick around. So it's been almost a year now. You guys can't even see my eyes, can you? It's been almost a year now. So it's been almost a year now, and wow, I didn't really think that this is where I would end up. I was a store manager at a grocery store at the beginning of 2019, and now I own my own production company. We had a lot of people that helped us along the way. There were a lot of friends that gave us a lot of advice. I was not an entrepreneur and I was not a business personality 365 days ago. So I had to learn all that. I had to learn a new skill set and develop a new way of thinking, which is challenging, but if this is what you want to do, if video is something that you're passionate about, then it takes a lot of hard work, because there are a lot of people in this industry nowadays that are doing it. You know, cameras are becoming more affordable and they're packed with a lot of great features. So it's very easy for somebody to get into the videography world. And if they have some kind of direction, then there's a good chance that they'll be able to succeed. The most important part for me was developing a business mindset, because I knew nothing about it. My first goal was to find the person who knows the most about sales and marketing, growing a business development, writing a business plan, strategy, and then from there I kind of excelled because those people introduced me to networking. I didn't know what networking was and how powerful it could be until I moved to Wilmington, North Carolina. I became involved in a networking group, and the people that were in that networking group and still are in that networking group shaped me and molded me into the person and the successful business owner that I am today. Now, I knew a little bit about cameras, how to take a decent picture, and I knew what video was, but I didn't really know how it worked, basically. There was another YouTuber who I ran into at the grocery store that I was still working at the time, who was actually vlogging. He stuck his camera in my meat rack. That doesn't sound good, but he stuck his camera where the meat is at in my grocery store. And I was the manager, it's not my grocery store. But he stuck his camera up there, which kind of caught my attention. But I was chatting with him and he did YouTube, which kind of sparked my passion instantly. And from there, we became friends. Come to find out, we are related through my wife. That's my wife's distant cousin from somewhere, which is so cool. You're gonna meet him in a second. He knew more than me at the time, so I kind of leaned on him, what camera should I buy? Lenses, filters, microphones, cables, stands, everything, how to shoot, what's a parallax, all of that stuff he taught me. And I'm forever grateful, because it led to being the fastest growing production company in Wilmington. And to say thank you to him, I'm gonna buy him a GH5. Right now he's using the M50 and he has an entire channel dedicated on how to use it, which is great advice. So if you want to know how to use the M50, it's like a $500 or $600 camera, but he shows you how to get the most out of it over at his channel. I'll link it below, but you guys probably know who he is. So go check him out, Job Crowley.
Now I know you're what I needed. I believe you, it's no secret. Now I know you're what I needed.
Ready to pick out a camera?
Yeah, I am.
Have you used the GH5 before?
I haven't shot with the GH5 before. I've had a lot of friends working with it, and they love the camera. Shoots great 4K video, and it's been one of the best 4K cameras to be around for probably the last 5 or 6 years. You guys are probably seeing me act more silly than you ever do on my channel.
What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get this camera?
Turn it on, probably. Probably put on the lens and then turn it on. Does not put on the charge battery? Oh, there probably might be a little bit in there for you to take a shot or two, but I'm charging first.
Gary's actually an expert. Boop. Gary, that's you on a 4K camera, my friend.
Yeah, that looks good, man. What I would love to do lately is explore the macro world. I love getting in close, up and personal. One of my favorite things to photograph lately has been insects. And with some of my special macro adapters, I've been able to get in close enough to shoot like the face of a dragonfly. Another successful delivery of a beautiful camera. Happy trails and happy shooting, my friend.
Thank you, good sir. Hey, Gary. We'll see you next time, man. Take care, man.
Happy New Year. I can't believe you actually bought it. Like, that's just... I don't know exactly what to say, especially since it's like I'm trying to follow your camera, waving.
I gotcha.
Yeah, but I just want to say dope, but that's like to YouTube now. Dope, which of course I never said it before I started watching YouTube either.
Wait, what?
Now I know you're what I need.
Goodbye, my friend. No, I'm totally just kidding. I'm not getting rid of that camera. It's a dope camera. I'm totally for a different purpose than this.
Joe, before you touch that,
What?
you have to first defeat me in a lightsaber battle.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So the rules of this battle is going to be 3. I didn't start yet. It's going to be 3 hits, and the person who gets 3 hits is going to. That was 2. Okay, fair enough. Bring it on.
I win. Let's go get my camera.
First impressions of using the GH5 after 10 minutes.
Way more than the M50. It's just more, everything more.
You've been down this road for far too long. He left your love behind, but still you keep on crawling.
Joe, my good friend Joe.
Yes,
How do you like the camera?
it is just,
Do you think it's gonna help you grow though, as a filmmaker?
as a filmmaker, yes. On YouTube, probably not necessarily, but as a filmmaker, yeah. I definitely, it's going to, I mean, as I said, it's a lot.
What was it like over the entire year as I was growing my business, of me calling you, asking you for advice, and you just being open to it? What was that process like?
There were a lot of jokes about how much he was going to pay me between my wife and I, but nah, it was cool. It was cool that someone was able to ask me questions about things that I really like, because I didn't really have anyone in my circle of friends who's interested in the same stuff I am. It was also really nice to have someone who I could call with questions, because I mean, this didn't go one way. I asked him questions, he asked me questions. We have shared knowledge. It hasn't been a one-way street.
That camera is my way of saying thank you for all of the advice that you've given me.
Buying me a camera that is literally 3 times the price of the camera I've been using for the past almost 2 years, dude, thank you, man. Like, I really appreciate it. All jokes aside, all sarcasm, because I can get really sarcastic when I want to. I really appreciate not just the camera. I mean, the camera is just a thing. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate the relationship that we have developed over the past almost 2 years. And I can't wait to see what we can do in 2020 and beyond.
But now let's talk about the drone giveaway, the big moment. You guys wanted a chance to win a drone. Let's head over back to the studio and talk about the rules. Have you been able to make money with the M50?
Yeah, for sure.
Right on. What kind of lenses are you running?
Right now I'm shooting with like an 85, but I usually do like for most of my portraits and stuff, I'll do like a 50mm. So the Nifty 50 is like one of my favorite lenses because it's so compact and it keeps the camera light, which is basically what you want.
Nice.
I know I sound like a real like Canon, supporter, but I do love this. I do love this camera though, so I recommend it.
Wow! North Carolina, Eastern North Carolina. That is awesome.
Well, my friend, that was a great experience. Thank you so much.
That was fun.
Looks like you have a lot to do there.
A lot, yeah. Wow. All right, I'll see you later, man.
Take care, dude.
Good.
Welcome to the drone giveaway. If you made it this far, well, that means you're in it for the right reasons. I would like to see this drone go to someone who's going to use it to provide for their family, provide a life for themselves, and help them grow as a filmmaker. I really want this drone to be an important part of your life, something that can allow you to grow as a person, as a human being. And if you made it this far, well then, you probably need the drone. Here's how to enter. I just need to make sure that this drone gets into the right person's hands. So please, I encourage you to create a 60-second video telling me why you need this drone and how it will add value to your life, and how you plan to use it would be really cool too. You don't have to do that part, but it'd be pretty cool too. Now, I'm going to extend the deadline to January 30th at 12 p.m. Yes, on February 1st, my birthday, yours truly, will be watching all of the entries and deciding who this drone will go to. You must be 18 years or older to apply, because you can't own and operate a drone unless you're 16. So let's stick with 18 though. 18 years or older to apply. So let's recap. Create a 60-second video telling me why you need this drone and how it plans to add value to your life. Upload that bad boy to YouTube as an unlisted or private video link. Send that bad boy to me to the address right here and in the description below. Now that we have hit 1,000 subscribers, the next benchmark is 10,000, where we're going to give away a bunch of gear. $10,000 in gear. What? 10,000 subscribers, $10,000 in gear. Let's make it happen by 2020, December 20, 2020. Let's get to 10,000 subscribers and I will give away $10,000 in cash prizes. And finally, guys, what type of content do you want to see from me? What would add value to your life? What can I teach you that I am doing that you want to know? Whether it's color grading, growing your business, or just being a really friendly guy. Whatever it is, drop it down in the comments below. Send me an email if you like. Give me a call if you can find my phone number. Hit that dislike button and unsubscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Pew pew.